We've had enough time now with the Pixel 9 Pro XL to realize that this is by far the best flagship Google has ever released. It came with a new Tensor chip, more RAM than we've seen before, and it was the redesign that us Pixel fans didn't even know we needed. But if you're thinking about upgrading your phone and the Pixel 9 Pro XL sounds perfect, you might just want to hold on because it could be worth waiting for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. This video is sponsored by CUKTECH, and I'll talk to you about that a little later on. Now, I know, before we start, the Galaxy S25 Ultra hasn't been officially confirmed by Samsung yet, but there are enough rumors to go off that give us a pretty good idea of what we expect when Galaxy Unpacked comes around in January. And when that time comes around, I am really excited to see the Pixel 9 Pro XL go head-to-head with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. But is it worth waiting for Samsung in January, or does the Pixel 9 Pro do everything that you might need? When it comes to its phones, Samsung usually put a huge focus on performance, features, and customization. And where the S25 Ultra will stand out is going to be with its chipset, because we know the Snapdragon 8 Elite will undoubtedly be the star of the show, with more power and overall more efficiency. But then we have a look at Google and what it does with the Pixel 9 Pro XL, and it tends to focus more on the user pixel experience over pure power. Tensor G4 on the Pixel 9 Pro XL isn't the most powerful, and it certainly isn't going to be as powerful as the Snapdragon 8 Elite, but Google's focus on optimization and the day-to-day experience, along with the AI integration, almost makes you forget that the Tensor G4 just isn't as powerful as the competition. However, the S25 Ultra, when that rolls around, is going to be for pure power, and almost certainly will be more powerful when you look at those raw benchmarks and go off what we've seen already on other Snapdragon 8 Elite chips. For the extra power though on the S25 Ultra and the Snapdragon 8 Elite, it's also going to cost you more, because we expect the S25 Ultra to start at $1299, which is the same as the S24 Ultra, but also is $200 more expensive than the Pixel 9 Pro XL. And sometimes you've got to ask yourself, is spending the extra $200 for that extra bit of power worth it to you? Are you even going to notice it? We also expect the S25 Ultra, when it rolls around, to get UFS 4 storage, as this is expected to debut in 2025, which would leave this a good distance ahead of the Pixel, which is UFS 3.1, and overall that just means quicker load times and faster AI functions on the S25 Ultra compared to the Pixel 9 Pro XL. But what if that extra power isn't a selling point to you and you were going off its overall design? Well, these two phones are going to be even more similar than we've seen in a long time. The whole Pixel 9 series this year got the best redesign that we could have hoped for, with those more squared side rails, the rounded corners, leading to just a more mature look, and overall this is one of my favourite redesigns in a long time. And while we can't say what the design of the S25 Ultra will be yet for sure, because we haven't seen it, we can go off renders and leaked videos, and it shows that Samsung is just following the trend of squaring off the side rails and removing those pointed corners, which quite frankly on the S24 Ultra were just a little bit annoying. But what if display is your big selling point? Well, Google has the 6.8-inch Super Actua display, which has honestly a fantastic display, and I've used this a lot since August, and it's up there as one of my favorites. The rumors are saying though that Samsung might push the S25 Ultra to 6.9 inches and still use, thankfully, the anti-reflective coating on the screen, which was great on the S24 Ultras, and I've got to say, probably one of my favorite features on any phone released this year. But the downside is that Samsung might still use last year's display tech, where the Pixel is already using Samsung's newer M14 display. And if battery is your biggest deciding factor, then there probably isn't going to be a huge amount between them in terms of raw milliamp hours, because right now the Pixel 9 Pro has a 5060 milliamp hour battery and 37 watts charging, and I have to say the battery day to day has actually been great, so no complaints here. But with the S25 Ultra, this will be keeping the same 5000 milliamp hour battery as the S24 Ultra, which also was fantastic. But with the Snapdragon 8 Elite getting a better GPU efficiency, we could see much better battery performance here, and this is something that I am here for. And in terms of those charging speeds, the S25 Ultra will get 45 watts, which is quicker than the Pixel 9 Pro XL. But Samsung and Google really need to step up their game here, because these charging speeds are slow compared to almost any other Android phone. Let me quickly talk to you about two CUKTECH power banks that are great options for when you're on the go this holiday season. These are the CUKTECH CP253L and the CUKTECH 15SE, which both have an impressive 20,000 mAh battery. The CP253L has a built-in USB cable to help you charge wherever you are, and it has 45 watts of power so you can charge your phone easily and even some laptops. It has enough ports to charge multiple devices at once, and of course it is airline safe so you can take it with you on your travels, and you can pick this up now for $29.99 and it could just make the perfect holiday gift. There is also the CUKTECH 15SE, which has a really sleek design. It's pretty lightweight, but it still packs 20,000 mAh. This can push up to 85 watts of power so you can charge things like your phone and even laptops at the same time, which could come in really handy. It has plenty of ports to keep those devices charging, and again, this is airline safe, which is great for traveling home this holiday season. You can pick this one up for $44.99 and you can find links to these in the description. So thanks to CUKTECH for sponsoring this video. But let's talk about those everyday specs like cameras. So is the Pixel 9 Pro XL going to be the camera king, or is the Galaxy S25 Ultra going to come in and steal the crown? Let's start with Pixel, because it has a combination of a 50 megapixel main, 48 megapixel ultra wide, and a 48 megapixel 5x telephoto lens. And I have to say, this is taking some of my favorite pictures, and I love this. There's a slight oversaturation in the pictures that it produces, but I absolutely love this camera. When it comes to the Galaxy S25 Ultra though, if you're expecting some big camera overhaul here, we're not really going to see it, but there is a change to at least one lens. There still will be that 200 megapixel main, the 10 megapixel 3x telephoto, and the 50 megapixel 5x telephoto, but the only change that we're going to see here is in that ultra wide, because the rumors at the moment suggest that we're going to be getting a bump for this one up to 50 megapixels. So the cameras are going to be very similar on the new Galaxy phone to the S24 Ultra, and if you were asking me to pick which I think takes the better photos between the Pixel 9 Pro XL and the Galaxy S24 Ultra, then I would say the Pixel. So I don't imagine a huge change here when we see the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Away from pure hardware specs, one of the big selling points with the S25 Ultra will undoubtedly be Galaxy AI, and this will just go head to head with Google's offerings. And to be honest, I feel like whatever Samsung is offering in AI and whatever Google is offering in AI is going to be pretty similar. Like, we know that the Galaxy S25 Ultra is going to get Circle to Search in Gemini, so you're going to get very similar AI features on either of these phones that you pick up. One of the big factors though that might make you just hold off on having to do that upgrade is the software experience. Like, you're going to get that lovely smooth Pixel software experience with the Pixel 9 Pro XL, and with the S25 Ultra you're going to get Samsung's new One UI 7. These are both great, and that new One UI 7 is only going to get better from Samsung, but the Galaxy S25 Ultra will give you one extra that you're not going to get on the Pixel 9 Pro XL, and that is the S Pen. And this alone might be a big enough selling point just to make you hold off for the S25 Ultra. I am curious though, if money wasn't an option and you were just told you could upgrade to the Galaxy S25 Ultra or the Pixel 9 Pro XL, which one would you pick up? I'm curious. Before you head off, why not subscribe to the Android Authority YouTube channel, and if you do that, then I will see you in the next video.